Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we're in Graf Zeppelin because it's on sale. And you can see, even though my stats are respectable in that carrier, we had a rough go. I actually only lost today. This is Monday afternoon for you guys. Today, the entirety of the day, I think I lost 4, maybe 5 matches. 3 of them were in Zeppelin. Also, if you go back and you want to watch yesterday's stream, I had my best game in Zeppelin. I'm going to show you guys this game because I had this before stream. And I actually thought this would be a kind of a fun match. So as you guys are going to see, I'm going to tuck myself up on the island. Why am I going to do that? Because destroyers love to come up and rush it. Now, with that being said, to start off with, we're going to dump some planes here. To get started with, and I'm just gonna check for what ships are there. I'm actually gonna try to ping the destroyer at this point in the match, or early on, but I failed pretty miserably. And then we see that there's an Iowa there. We realize this is gonna be tough sailing right here in the middle. We're gonna try to help the right flank. That being said, I don't think I'm the world's best carrier player. In fact, I don't think I'm the world's best player at all, as we hurry up and just try to dump our torps there. But I am getting a lot better, actually, at carriers. I've never been a person that hated carriers, I guess. I don't mind getting into them. I just never had a reason to. Until recently, and some of you guys actually like to see carriers. Now, Zeppelin with its secondaries is kind of fun, because you can put yourself in some positions where you're going to, as you can see, I'm trying to get the destroyer. You can get your secondaries off in some positions, and because your citadel is kind of low in the ship, it can be a tough ship to citadel. However, my thing with Graf Zeppelin is I like to go after destroyers, and so unless I put the carrier in the middle of a map, not really a good destroyer hunter per se. As we're gonna start to pound on this Nelson. Really, I actually thought I would just help over out on this side just a little bit. Like, we're already up a destroyer. You would think we would have the advantage on this flank. Our destroyer is going to do some really crazy crap over here. I don't understand anything that goes on this side of the map. And again, I am getting better at aircraft carriers, but I cannot carry teams in Graf Zeppelin. I can do, if I just hunt like battleships, I can do some pretty good damage games and give me a full game. But that's not what I care about. I care about winning, right? As we get a citadel on Harlem, and we're gonna go ahead and keep going. Now, I guess you can go after really bad destroyer players with torpedoes, like we did in the stream on that match. But ship can struggle, especially when Chekhov is at the tier and you can just murk destroyers. And that thing is, in my opinion, for me anyway, easily the best carrier, maybe in the entire game, because I still, after they quote-unquote nerfed it, I can still just murk destroyers in it. Zeppelin, not really. Like, your AP bombs aren't going to do anything. You're going to see here, I'm going to try to line up a little bit on this destroyer. This destroyer has been spotted the whole time, and there's really nothing's going to happen to him for the most part. And I realize we're losing this side up because they're just sitting in smoke, which is absolutely bonkers to me. They're going to lose a close encounter with a Kagero. But we're still going to try to do our best here, guys. These AP bombs on this ship, if you're a damage hunter, the Graf Zeppelin's a great ship, man. We're actually not going to, as we're going to try to stop him from getting the cap, we're actually not going to be, this isn't going to be a super long match. Not for us, anyway. And, to be quite honest, we do okay, and I'm pretty consistent in this ship. Basically, every time I get into it, I get like 80,000 damage, really. Maybe 90. Today we had a game after I got this video started to get ready, where we did that really solid game in Zeppelin to start off the stream, but not outside of that. Normally just 100 and some thousand. That being said, here you're gonna see. It looks like an even match, but I just have this feeling like it's not going good for our team. As we drop torpedoes on, um, I believe that was the Nelson again, and now we're going to go ahead. This carrier, or this cruiser, is actually going to turn out, so we don't really get the best torpedo hits on there, but we had them off. And honestly, I really like. I know most people like the Graf Zeppelin's AP bombs, and I totally get that. It is magnificent against cruisers and battleships. But I think the strong suit, Graf Zeppelin's got a lot of great things about it. The speed of the torpedoes, I think, really catches people off guard as we get 3 more citadels on Nelson. And not only that, obviously the AP is good. AP bombs are good, as you're seeing here. The torpedoes really catch people off because they're so quick, and unless you start turning ahead of time, they can catch you off guard. As you can see, Iowa is now pushing us, and I tried to stay away from his AA the entire match because of how bad it was, but you can see he just shreds my planes instantly here. But then also, it has really good secondaries. And as tanky as Graf Zeppelin can be, and I'm not saying drive up the middle of the map in this thing, you can get away with quite a bit in Graf Zeppelin, actually. That being said, here we're trying to win, but there's not much we can do at this point, right? Like, we've had a solid game. We're 7 minutes in with a decent thing, and I didn't move purposely until right now because I knew the destroyer was there, and you're gonna see it. We're gonna murk this destroyer with our secondaries. They're just so accurate. It's a good showcase of everything in this ship. Now I actually go forward right away to dodge torpedoes, but they're Kagero torpedoes. I'm really glad, as you're gonna see me take 2 of these. Ouch. That hurts. And also, I'm going to put this ship forward, and you're going to see when I get done moving this, we're going to be at 20 knots here, and it's going to start to slow down. I don't get what happens here, because I actually thought I was going to be A-okay, but he's at 21 knots, and I'm having it on auto, and he's just slowing down. So I try to panic and just get around the island, maybe get some secondary hits off at the same time. Not much I can do here, right, guys? Like, we know the 2 battleships are coming, but I had to try to get rid of the destroyer if we were going to win. But our teammates had other ideas, and that happens. I really only had bad teammates twice the entire day. I was really lucky today. I had great teammates, so no complaints whatsoever. But Iowa comes around the corner and just absolutely waffle stomps us. Not much we can do, right? However, you know, like I said, you can see we're alive for a little bit here, even after eating them Kagero torps, just because of how much that low citadel that Graf Zeppelin has. As we do go down here, and we're going to run out of our distance on our planes. Not much we could do here. We're actually going to, I think we actually killed Nelson there too. And we could have had a fire, or we almost had a double fire on Iowa to get rid of him as well, but just there was not much happening in this match. Obviously, I tried my best, but it was a good showcase of the ship with the AP bombs and the torpedoes. We tried going after the destroyer with them, but any destroyer that's half decent can dodge basically any torpedoes from a carrier. So we did do our best. Top of leaderboard, helping our team lose. Anyway, you guys have a super wonderful day, and I'll see you folks next time.